Hi all, Rick here again, and today I want to tell you about overthinking a few issues and a little experience that I've just had, which has demonstrated that sometimes the easiest way is better. Now, I'm going to show you what I've been doing in Obsidian, and what I did was that I actually created a beautiful table to keep a record of the work that I was doing in my doctorate. And you can see here it's got the nice dates, it's laid out nicely about what activity that I've undertaken, and I've even got filters here that I can apply. Now, where this comes from in the first place is that it comes from my daily note. And where you see here, it's got a tag saying DBA diary, and if I put an entry in there, making video, and then enter, that will actually then go back over here, table 31st of March 2000, making video. So that was the intention of it. Okay, I just want to show you the scripts that are involved here, just so you get a bit of an idea of what it's all about. So if we click on here, you can see the amount of JavaScript or script that's been used here to generate all of that. Don't for one moment think that I'm a great coder. I just know how to use Claude, which is really terrific. Now, if we have a look at there was too much code to go in there and it was too long to do it. So elsewhere, there's another script here that's got 578 lines of code. So yeah, lots of stuff there. Don't need it. So I actually went back to my daily note, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I've got these time records here that I got for the last week, and then I also have one for each day. And this was where the DBA diary tag was, where I'd put the entries. And I'm thinking, hey, I wonder if I can get something out of this little application called Toggl. And it turns out that I could. So Toggl is just this enter time manually application that you can get. You can get it for free. And not only that, but it also has an Obsidian plugin. So the next thing is we're going to have a bit of a look at registering for Toggl and downloading the plugin and integrating it with Obsidian so that you too can actually have those beautifully colored charts and keep a good record of your time. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the Toggl website. You simply log in, get a free account. This will probably be because I'm already logged in. And if I go to my timer, you'll see that it's already set up because I'm logged in. This is how you can use it here if you want to. You can use it in the browser, but it's easier to use on your desktop. Now, the main thing that you need to do is once you've downloaded it is also to get an API key. And that comes from your profile down the bottom here. And this will bring you up to your profile. And then you'd scroll down to here and your API token is down the bottom, and click to reveal it. I'm not going to click to reveal mine for obvious reasons. And you can reset the API token whenever you need to. So that's all there is as far as registering up Toggl. And it also has a downloadable browser extension, which loads up here. And so you can access it from within your browser. You'll also find that it pops up in a number of other places in apps and things like that. So you can just click straight on it, and there it pops up, and you can start to record your time either dynamically, or you can actually set it so that it records it manually at some time later. So that's all that you need to do there. To show you the app itself, this is the app that can sit on your desktop. You can move it around. You can enter time manually like this in your projects, or you can have it run straight away. Now, another thing it's got as a Pomodoro, if you want to use that for controlling your time and keep a bit of an eye on that. And the other thing is to make sure that you set up your projects. And to set up a project, you would simply go enter time manually, project, click on there and create a new project. And then you put your project name in. No client, don't worry about that. So we'll cancel that. And that's where you add your different projects that you're going to be working on. So a little bit of a playing around, but you can certainly have a look through their documentation, and you'll find that it's a pretty easy plugin to deal with, but it's also very handy. So if we've got that all done, then it's time to set it up in Obsidian. So in Obsidian, we'll go over here and we'll come down and we'll have a look at our third-party plugins, browse, and we'll search for Toggl. It doesn't have an E, so Toggl. And here it is down here, Toggl track installed. So that's already installed. I've got that. And here it is here. You'll install it, you'll enable it, and then you'll have your options. And it's got some interesting documentation there that you can have a look through and how to set it up. So if we go and have a look at the options, the API token is put in there. And also here, you test the API connection to make sure that it's talking to Toggl effectively. So connect and then click, and then you'll see a success icon there if it's successfully connecting. Real-time daily total, yes, and connect up your workspace. I've only got the one, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so that is all connected up there. But if we go back now to the third-party plugins itself, down to Toggl, right, come here, there we go. Now, if you go and have a look at the documentation, but there's a little bit of an idea. Toggl has its own sort of code, a little bit like data view, if you're familiar with data view. So it's just your three little backward commas, I forget what they're called now, Toggl, and then simple statements to make it report. So Toggl summary past 7 days, and that's what that will look like when you do it. So if you have a look at my daily note, there is my activities for the last week, last 7 days, listing out the projects, lovely coloured wheel, and yes, I love a bit of colour. So that's all there is to it. Now, let's have a look at what else you can do with Toggl. Instead of worrying about this, what I can now do is I'll show you how to set it up so that you can just record your time for a particular project. Okay, let's recap where we've got up to here. We've gone from this with the lovely table and the presentation there, range filters using JavaScript. So let's go back now and we'll have a look at our daily note and how this is coming in and what information that we've got here, and which is extracted by Toggl, which is also the same there for the weekly view. Now, this is possible to do for a project as well, it seems. So let's go over here now to our DBA time, and here's the code for it. Like, it's quite simple, Toggl for Toggl. We're going to call for a list, and the date is from the 1st of January 2025 up until today. You can customize that timeline for anything that you might wish. And we're going to include the projects, and we've got that in inverted commas there for DBA, and we're going to sort it in a descending order. You can make this date for a semester, or you could make it for a month. You could make it for between supervisor meetings if you wish. So as soon as we click on this, and it renders, and there is our complete table of all the work that we've done over the period of time. And I've just started to be a little bit more specific here when I've added notes about what I've actually been doing, whereas in the past it's just been very basic research, rave, lit review, etc. But now I'm going to keep a lot more detailed notes. So that is how simple it is to really set something up that's going to keep records with regard to your projects. And it can have one for separate subjects, or you could have one for multiple subjects if you had projects for both of them and you wanted to keep track of those. So really, that is all there is to setting up that timeline using Toggl, and I hope you enjoy that and look forward to catching up with you in the next video. Cheers.